Yo, what's going on guys, Grouch here, bringing you a brand new video in which we're going to be explaining Erens Titan Abilities. I've seen this suggested in the comments of my videos a few times, and I really thought it would be interesting to kind of go through and explain the Attack Titan and the role it plays in the series. Before I go any further though, this video will contain spoilers from the manga series going up to chapter 94. It is possible that what I'm about to say may become outdated as more and more information is revealed. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's get started. The Attack Titan, also referred to as a Shingeki no Kyojin, is one of 9 Titans first brought into the world following the death of Ymir Fritz, aka the Founding Titan. These 9 would later become the founders of Eldia, a nation made up of Ymir's descendants. Pretty soon after its establishment, a war broke out between Eldia and another nation known as Marley. In the end, Marley fell, and Eldia obtained complete control over the continental mainland. Many centuries after Eldia's ascension to power, the 145th king of the Fritz family inherited the abilities of the Founding Titan, which gave him the power to control other Titans. However, rather than maintaining order as past power holders had done, the king chose to instead relocate the capital of Eldia to the remote island of Paradise. When the news of the king's absence arose, the people of Marley decided it was time to rise up and fight against their oppressors, and a new war soon broke. This would be later known as the Great Titan War. As the fighting progressed, 7 of the 9 Titans, which previously belonged to Eldia, were seized by the Marleyans, causing a drastic shift in the war. In response, King Fritz, whose only goal was to avoid conflict, used the Founding Titan's power on thousands of colossal Titan to create the 3 circular walls that we know now protect humanity, forcing an end to the war, creating quote peace between Eldia and Marley. The Attack Titan was said to be the other to have never fallen under Marley control, and despite remaining within the mainland, has always been used to fight for Eldia. For many years, it would continue to go undetected and eventually become acquired by a man named Eren Krieger, an Eldian spy in the Marley Public Security Authorities. Being as how he was a spy, it's unknown how regularly he managed to execute this power during the time he had it, if at all. But in 832, Krieger made use of his Attack Titan and destroyed the Public Security Authorities, saving Grisha Jaeger from the Marleyans who had planned to turn him into a mindless Titan, forever doomed to roam the island of Paradise. Eren Krieger, now out of time, passes his Titan abilities down to Grisha, entrusting him with the mission of obtaining the Founding Titan hidden behind the walls. Using his newly acquired abilities, Grisha makes his way towards Wall Maria, where he was found by one of the members of the Survey Corps. From there, the story is a bit of a blur as not much is known, except for the fact that he would go on to find work as a doctor, marry Carla, and have a son. 13 years after Grisha's first arrival, Wall Maria is attacked by the Colossus and Armored Titan. Thousands of casualties, along with the most traumatic moment in Eren's childhood, is a result of this catastrophe. That very same day, Grisha had set out to the Reese Chapel, a small church to the east of Orvid district. He pleaded with Frida Reese, begging her to end the invasion of the Titans, but she refused. Grisha used his Attack Titan and fought Frida in an attempt to gain the Founding Titan's power and save the people. In the end, he manages to overpower her, acquiring her Founding Titan abilities and adding them to his own. Having finally completed the mission given to him 13 years ago, he begins making his way back home. Somewhere along the way, he learns of the horrible tragedy that had taken place during his absence and heads to Wall Rose to try and find his family. Once there, he manages to locate Eren, who informs Grisha of his wife's fate. Now out of time, he takes Eren to the forest and entrusts him with the key to their basement before injecting him with Titan Serum, transforming Eren into a mindless Titan, devouring his own father and inheriting both the Attack and Founding Titan. And from there, the story is pretty common knowledge, at least to most everyone watching. 5 years pass and Eren is completely unaware of the fact that he possesses Titan abilities. Then, during the Battle of Trost District, he is eaten by the jolly old Santa Titan, which triggers his first transformation inside of its belly. Because of his abilities, he begins to play a major role in humanity's fight against the Titans, helping them uncover the truth behind why they even exist. And I mean, there's not much more to add to the story that 90% of you watching don't already know, but there are a few key things I do want to point out, both of which have currently only been explained in the manga. The first is that while it seems the Attack Titan and Founding Titan are currently one, not just anyone can use both of their abilities, as it has been said that only a member of the Reese family, and by extension the ancient Fritz family, can make use of the Founding Titan's powers. Eren, who is currently the holder of the two, can technically only use the Attack Titan on his own. However, the power seems to be accessible if the holder comes into physical contact with a member of the royal family. This can be seen a few times in the series. For example, the Smiling Titan, whom Eren punches at the end of season 2, is actually Dina Fritz. This physical contact allowed Eren to temporarily control the Titans around him, saving the remaining survivors from being eaten. Even so, there have been some moments where this method has failed, so it's unclear what exactly the process is at the moment. The second bit has to do with a new ability gained by Eren. Originally, the Attack Titan was just pretty buff to say the very least. However, after Eren consumed a special Titan serum labeled Armor, he obtained the ability to harden his entire Titan body. Though, seeing as how he is currently the holder of both the Attack and Founding Titan, it's unknown whether or not the Founding Titan has this ability, or if there's even a way to separate the two. It is also mentioned one point in the story by Eren that if a Titan shifter were ever to die before a transfer of power could take place, then the Titan's abilities would suddenly be inherited by a baby somewhere else in the world. That baby, of course, being a descendant of Ymir. If that is the case and Eren were to somehow perish prematurely, would the two Titans go to separate babies or just one? And would the Attack Titan still have the ability to harden? Perhaps that's a video for another day. But getting to where it is we currently stand in the story, Eren is now 19 years old with the most recent time skip, meaning that he has had Titan abilities for 9 years now and another 4 more years to go before his body gives out as a result of Ymir's curse. But I'll just leave it there, as I think I've covered everything I wanted to for this video and more. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and learn something new. If you did, I would appreciate it if you could drop me a like, as it really helps motivate me to keep making these videos. Also, comment the word attack down below to let me know you guys made it to the end. Pretty heartbreaking to see that season 2 is over, but I'll definitely keep the content coming. Also, season 3 confirmed for 2018. Hype. But anyways guys, that's it from me. A big thank you to everyone who chooses to support me over on Patreon. And with that being said guys, I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.